the traitor Trump. He was hit with a fine today because he's a goddamn tax cheat. Who is a grifter, and one of the things which is pretty incredible in Judge Erdogan's decree, what do I call it? It's not a decree. In his ruling, yes, thank you. He was saying how Trump is he's pathological in his inability to take any responsibility. He says his complete lack of contrition and remorse borders on pathological. That's the word. Because he's a sociopath, He is a sociopath, and we've said it before. He is what he is. A fish has got to swim. A bird's got to fly. But that doesn't mean you have to be a lickspittle of the thing that is. It's doing what it does. It's doing what a sociopath does. A sociopath has no scruples. They have no standards. They have no allegiance to anybody else but themselves. So he uses the flag like, just like a pimp uses a woman. He's like a pimp or whatever. Somebody sex traffics. That's what it feels like. He's using America as some bitch. Go out there and make me some money, bitch. And as he backhands her. No offense to sex workers, but whatever. Yeah, so he was hit with a $350 million judgment. Good. It's $350 million. Does he have it? I doubt it. I hope he has to sell everything because I'm sick of looking at his stupid name. Thank God the rest of my fellow New Yorkers are as well. Taking that tacky name off of whatever it was plastered onto. He's toxic. So, and the other thing is, if he doesn't pay, each day that goes by that he doesn't pay, if I'm understanding this correctly, he has to the interest compounds. So good. So he owes the state of New York more than $350 million in damages for decades of fraudulent business practices, and that's all. That's his business practice. That's his business model, is fraud. He's a grifter. These people suck. They suck the life out of other human beings. They don't bring anything to the table that's beautiful or contributes to humanity. All they do is latch on to the worst aspects of the human condition. And they're still doing it, just like as Trump is, when he does his Nuremberg rallies, like all the MAGA morons, he's not appealing to their to their better angels, so to speak. He's appealing to their ugliness, their racism, their fear, their divisiveness, just the horrible things that their stupidity. He would never, like the rest of the Republican Party, they would never take any opportunity to encourage their followers, to be better people, right? I mean, notice like these people, they hate Taylor Swift now, but doesn't Taylor Swift kind of encourage her fans to contribute to society, to be good people and, love themselves and love others and do good things and follow your dreams and not shit like that. But what do these idiots do? They just pour treason. Well, they use treason. They pour ignorance. They pour stupidity. They open these people's heads and they put everything in there that's going to twist them even more than they're already twisted. What if, imagine if, let's say Trump, because Trump is a racist and he's tickling their racist funny bones. Let's imagine if, he used his powers for good. If he attracted these MAGA morons and used his power to maybe encourage them to be good people. Encourage them not to be racist or hateful. Could you imagine? Well, first of all, he would not have the loyalty that he has from the MAGA morons. He would never attract the MAGA morons. That's a sad statement on humanity, but that is the truth. He knows, but the thing is, see, the Republicans who have, they have no decency and they have no honor. They're just following this asshole over a cliff and hoping to drag the entire country with them. But, they're the same. They never, ever, we can look back, even the good ones, quote unquote, would never encourage their constituents, the people who vote for them to, not be racist or not be anti-gay or not be, anti-trans or hate other people. They never bring understanding, education, enlightenment to the table. Yeah, it's just that Trump, he put it on level 10. He just pumped it up. Instead of slamming us into a wall at 50 miles an hour, he's slamming us into a wall at 100. He just put it on overdrive. So they've always been this, and he's not a genius. That's the other thing. They say, oh, well, Trump, he's just this political genius because the first race he runs, he wins the presidency. Well, he just appealed to the worst aspects of the human condition. That doesn't make him a genius. That just makes him like every other authoritarian wannabe in throughout history in general. He's the worst. He appealed to hate. He appealed to fear. He pulled the Hitler playbook. Doesn't make you a genius. It just makes us see how you have no decency. You have no dignity. You have no humanity, and you don't care about this country. You hate this country. You want this country to be destroyed, and you want to turn it into an oligarchy with you and your undeserving heirs at the top, right? That's why they hate this country. And I really do wish that the Democrats and Joe Biden and everybody else would, all the other normal people would start saying it. That not only are they, because they are saying that they are a danger to democracy, and that they're, it really is about, do we want do we want this to be the last election? But they should really say that if you're just not, if this is what you are voting for, you're not a patriot. This is not patriotism. You are you're really spitting in the face of everyone